Shalom. So today we're going to look at the balance with the male and the female as the Most High created, right? So when you look at male, it means to remember, but this remember is not something that is done at the mental level, right? So when you think of a seed, it's the example of a seed. When you put a seed in the earth, whatever comes out is going to be a remembrance of the seed that was put in, right? And this is why you are your father's seed, right? No, with the female, it is about manifesting, it's about behold, right? So if the man takes his seed and put it with her egg, then behold a baby, or she manifests a baby, right? Now it's the same at the mental level that if a man has an idea, he brings it to his wife. She would do what? Manifest that idea, make it come true, let it become a reality. And this is why it's important for the man not to be alone, right? Because women are more predominant with a certain trait which we're going to get to. Now when you come down here, even though every individual has each individual has all four elements, sometimes certain element is predominant, right? So for the male, we are more fire and earth. This is why our aggression is very different. This is why we do things, we have hands-on experience, more hands-on experience, right? Whereas the woman, she is more of the water and the air, right? So as you come down here, you see we are more logical in, with things. We are more into doing things. Women, on the other hand, they are more of they go by a feeling nature. They are more intuitive than us as men, right? So it needs this balance because you know how it goes with fire and water, air and earth. So the balance is necessary. Again, that's why man should not be alone, right? We are very grounded, whereas in the woman, they are more vulnerable. This is why we have to always deal with them as the weaker vessel, right? Both in terms of knowledge and action. Next, for a man that is assertive, when you are very assertive, you start to take certain actions in her life. And guess what? Then naturally, she is going to be receptive of whatever you are doing over here. And again, that's the balance, right? And this is why you see it's not good for a man to be a receiver and the woman to be a receiver. It's not going to be functional, right? No, faith. A man has to have this faith, this ability to do, to take actions, right? Because when you look at Abraham, he was old in age, but his faith was young and strong. He was about his business, he was about doing that thing. So, guess what? Naturally, a woman will love you for your ability to do things. It doesn't matter how small it is. Once you're doing something for you, once you're doing something for a greater good, she can respect that, she can appreciate that. And this is a reason that she would love you because of your passion for whatever you're doing, right? But when you don't have a purpose, what is there for her to love? What is there for her to fall in love with? What is there for her to support? Huh? She's supposed to be a helpmate to what? What is the purpose? What is your purpose? So this is the balance, right? No, responsibility, accountability. A man that takes responsibility for his actions, for his failures, whatever it is, makes a woman more empathetic towards him, more caring. And this is why you see when a man is not responsible, what start to happen with the female? She start to lose that. She start to lose it mentally first, then physically. So she start to care less about him, care less about what he does. She stops to talk. She stops talking. She would usually complain or whatever it is, but after a while, she doesn't even feel the need anymore because what? Don't accept responsibility. Even if the evidence is there, still don't accept it, right? So this is the balance. The more responsible you are, the more she will care for you, right? No, active. When a man is active in a woman's life, you get into her life, you start to do all these things without even asking her. You see what needs to be done and you do it. She's naturally going to be more passive towards you. She's going to be more passive about you. She's going to allow you to take those actions that you're taking, right? Also, when it comes down to a man being dominant, and not dominant in the sense of how it is used in this Western society, controlling or, demanding, and no, dominant meaning that just like Adam had a certain set of rules to govern the garden with Eve, right? Then naturally the woman would submit to that governing principle or that ruling principle, whatever it is, right? So this is why we are supposed to exercise the law of the Most High and find a woman that would submit to not just the man as a man, but also the principles that govern the man, and don't step outside the confinements of the union. Shalom.